So the trustees report basically lines out where all this goes. And in 10 years, give or take, the $100 that you get isn't going to be $100 for Social Security because we're running out of money. And it basically says you either have to raise taxes, you have to cut benefits, or there has to be a combination of both. And when you get ideas like this, it only adds to more benefits, more money, and doesn't solve the problem. What happens from here? Because we know where this is headed.
Yeah, let's unpack all of that.
Okay.
First of all, there is no reason that Social Security need go bankrupt or insolvent. In fact, it's not on a path for bankruptcy or insolvency in the way that you and I and people on the street would understand those terms.
It's just pennies on the dollar.
It is
79 cents on the dollar.
It is true, though, that back in 1982, when the last congressional reforms were made, you know, famously Ronald Reagan and Tip O'Neill had a beer, and they created 75 years of fiscal health for Social Security. They knew the baby boomers were coming, and they knew that there would be this big demographic bulge, so they built up a surplus reserve. And it is true that that surplus reserve is being depleted sooner than they thought, but that's because of changes to the tax code that took more of the dollars out of the bracket that Social Security applies to and pushed it into the top 6% of earners. So bills on Capitol Hill by like John Larson in Congress or Senator Whitehouse actually don't call for cuts. They show how we can actually get wealthier people to start paying into Social Security again, because right now, like a nurse works all year, pays into it. Warren Buffett stops paying after the first 13 seconds after midnight.
Let me ask you a couple of ways. I'm 40. I'm married with kids in elementary school. Without changes, is Social Security there for me? It
is there, but if Congress doesn't act, which they always have before, by 2035, it was actually pushed off a year because of better than expected wage growth. And it is true that there would be an automatic 17% reduction in benefits.
So it's
unless
there,
Congress fixes it.
It's there, but again, pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, so let me tell you, last year we paid, it's a pay-as-you-go system, not a Ponzi scheme.
So Senator Ron Johnson basically says this is a legal Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, I've heard that. That's false. I mean, that's not true. That's not true.
But what about the concept, though, of you have money coming in to pay for money coming out, and it's just not stable, I guess is the argument.
Well, it's been stable. It's been stable for 89 years. If it's a Ponzi scheme, as Senator Johnson says, it's the longest-running Ponzi scheme in world history. Look, this is what happened. Okay. Last year, Social Security, we the people, paid $1.37 trillion in benefits. We, the people who were working, paid $1.35 trillion into it. So the dollars that people pay into it are the dollars that are paid out, just like an insurance company pays, you know, claims on premiums. And the other 0.2, that came from that built-up trust fund reserve, which, because of income inequality, is being depleted sooner than we thought it would in, 1982. I was in college, and my friends were all saying it wouldn't be there for us, and now I get to apply next year.
So I don't want to be selfish. Forget about me and my generation for a second. Let's talk about my parents' generation, right? And full benefits when you start at 67. You just saw everything under the hood.
Yeah.
Is it your belief that the age needs to be pushed out, or else, again, they're getting pennies on the dollar?
I would not recommend that. I don't think that's sound policy, and this is why. If you're a lawyer or a doctor, your longevity has increased over the years. But if you're somebody that works hard and outdoors, your longevity has not so greatly increased, which means that your benefit, this is what you have to look at in terms of the benefits. It's life expectancy after the age of retirement. On Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in South Dakota, the life expectancy for males is 42 years, same as it was in 1968. So people who work hard, that would in essence amount to a cut if you raised it to 70, because they've had fewer years, even though they paid in to reap benefits.
I guess you could say the real key. The cut is coming, though.
Not necessarily. Well, look, Donald Trump could break a lot of things, and if he wants to, with these weird doji guys, they could turn Social Security into a Bitcoin bank. But I don't think that would
do
be
that.
good for the American people. You know, 80% of Americans, even in the time of polarization, want Social Security to be made stronger. They don't want it to be turned into a Bitcoin bank.
I don't think those guys are going to do that, though.
Well, we'll see, won't we, Blake?
All right.
We'll see. They're going to break a lot of things, and the American people are going to cry out for the sort of economic security that they once took for granted in terms of Social Security, not to mention Medicare. Can I say one other thing?
Sure,
Because this
real
is
quick.
another a fallacy.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.